Any clue? I actually don't know what it is.
I'm not sure what it is. I think it's something to do with animation or editing videos.
Multimedia, if you break it down into its words, multimedia. So media is things we consume, information we consume, and it can be structured in many different ways. Multimedia is a combination of different types of media and collaborating them together. And a website will be a perfect example of multimedia. A website that has video, has sound, has graphics, has whole user interface will be an example of a multimedia piece. Multimedia is incorporating different types of media to tell a particular project. Usually there's a story. The project starts with a story. We have something we want to communicate. We have something we want to share with a viewer or to share with an audience, and it's kind of to find the best media that is suited to tell that story. That might be, it might be an app for a phone, but it also might be a 2-minute web video that's up on YouTube. I have been working for 10 years in multimedia on loads of different sides, from design, programming, photography, video, and I guess what multimedia as a discipline allows me to bring all these kind of various interests together. So I bring these together on many different kind of projects. Some projects I use all these kind of elements, other projects are just programming, just design, just video. So it opens, as a multimedia designer and sometimes doing multimedia kind of art, it opens up many kind of different disciplines and avenues. Sometimes you're working with artists, other days you're working with big corporate entities. I've worked with companies like Intel, RTE, and then I work with kind of fine artists on the other side doing kind of obscure fine art projects. My favourite experience teaching the course is, I guess, to see people developing, see people get excited by multimedia. My passion is multimedia, and I see things all the time. I see new videos, I see new interesting websites, some projects that allow people to do new things. And when you share these with students and they get excited about them, that kind of interests me. I like to see students getting excited about their work, getting into their work, and kind of finding new passions in work. When you see students making short documentaries and they really get into it and they push out the boat and put in the hours and make something that's that they never thought they could make, and kind of surprise themselves. That kind of that I really enjoy that. It's a fast-paced course, and there's a lot of material on it. And multimedia by its nature requires someone who can have a multidisciplinary practice. It's not a journey from A to B. There's a lot of kind of different disciplines. You don't have to go into all of them, but multimedia is very wide and very varied. So someone who has someone who's interested in working on exciting kind of projects, someone who's maybe has an interest in technology, has an interest in communication. Often we get students with one side, they're interested in communication, really creative and create beautiful things or tell fabulous stories, but they suffer, or they find it harder to technology side. Other time you get people who are really good at technology, but so someone who's kind of around an individual, or who wants to be around an individual, someone who wants to kind of go through the process. They know they're strong technically, but they want to explore and make their projects more creative or more more together.
Since I started this course, I've learned a huge amount about computers. At the beginning I could barely turn on the computer or save files or folders or anything, and since then now I'm fairly good, and I've learned loads of different packages: Adobe, Illustrator, Photoshop, Flash. Also in other subjects we've learned Excel, PowerPoint, Word. The most interesting part of the course so far I found is using Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. So it is also Flash a little bit. I found Flash a bit frustrating, but I really enjoy Illustrator now, and I've become fairly good at it, and I just enjoy the time it saves you on creating projects and doing drawings. And when I complete this course, hopefully, obviously I'd like to get a good job doing something, but I like the design end of it, and using all the Adobe suite packages, Photoshop and Illustrator, and I'm sure there's plenty more packages similar that I'll probably learn to use. Probably like a job based on graphics, or working with a graphic company, maybe doing advertisement, or maybe some sort of graphic design. I'd just like to say to future students, as a mature student myself, and to any student, even young lads, it's no easier for a young person to come into college, that lecturers are brilliant and college is open for everyone, and everyone is just here to help you, and no one cares who you are, what age you are, what you do, or how you look, or what you wear, or what music you listen to. Like, people are just here to learn, and the lecturers are just here to teach us, and they've no bias towards anyone or how good you are or how bad you are. They'll start from scratch with you and help you along. If you're weak at a subject, you'll be helped along, and there's plenty of backup services and support, and for money, whether it's financial issues or just tutorials and lectures, there's always someone there to help you. And I just say to anyone who's thinking about going to college or thinking about studying, to go for it. Like, it's been hard for me to do it. I'm nearly 40 now, and you know, coming back was difficult, but after a year, first year down nearly now, I feel a lot more confident in myself, and it's just been a learning curve all the way, so it has, and it's been just a brilliant experience, and I've learned so much in a year. It's just hard to believe. I didn't think I'd be capable of doing any of the stuff I'm doing now in a lifetime, let alone just in a year.